Welcome back everybody to Hearthstone. My name is Maxwell and I'm going to be going through the priest deck that I've been using to play ranked with, show you which cards that I'm using and possibly give a little bit of a rationale behind them, why I'm using them other than I just like the look of them, although some of them may end up just being that. So, here's the priest deck, apparently awesome. So we'll start from the bottom. Well, as you can see the mana curve there. It's not really much of a curve, it's just kind of a flat line across the 1 to 4, and then it dips down at 5 and then peaks back up at 7+, which is the mind control. So, starting off at the bottom, Holy Smite, 2 damage, 1 mana, can't really go wrong for that. Especially when you just need, well, sometimes, to be honest, it's, yeah, it's just, if you've got the enraged people out, sometimes you may want to just Holy Smite your own minion, just so you can get a little bit extra damage if you're close to the victory, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Power Word Shield gives a minion +2 health and draw a card. Now, to be honest, even if you give the minion +2 health and it dies, you've still gotten the draw a card portion, so really you've lost nothing. But this thing's obviously used to defend your taunt minions and defend your Northshire Cleric, which we're going to get onto next. But again, if you bring it out and someone just destroys the minion instantly, at least you've still gotten the draw a card section of it. So it's kind of a win-win card. Northshire Cleric, that's what this deck is based around, is drawing extra cards. Whenever a minion is healed, draw a card. Obviously the priest hero power is heal for +2, either yourself or a minion, so this thing is fantastic, especially if you get that out in conjunction with Power Word Shield. You can bump it up to 5 health there. It's going to be a little bit difficult to remove, especially if you get both of these cards right at the start. It's especially good synergized with Holy Nova, which we'll get into later, but you do have to start worrying about the maximum hand size, which is 10. Shadow Word Pain, can't go without it. It's the best 3 attack or less removal that I've found so far. So basically a minion with 3 attack or less, you just kill it. You don't do damage to it, you just kill it. So it's just destroyed. Amani Berserker. Now, originally I had River Crocolisk's in the place because they're the same stats, 2-3, and they are the same mana cost. But as you can see, this one, because it's got that white gem in the center, you have to earn this card or craft it using dust, because it does have that extra enrage ability. And what that means is if it takes any damage and doesn't die, it gets +3 attack. So like I was saying earlier, if you're close to a victory and you only need, say, 5 damage, you can Holy Smite your own Amani Berserker, and that will give you the 5 damage required because it'll have 5 attack to take your opponent out. But again, if you've got the Amani Berserker, definitely use it instead of the River Crocolisk. It's got exactly the same stats, but it has that extra enrage. Don't focus and tunnel vision in too much on trying to use the enrage. Don't be too sad if it just dies. A lot of people will beeline and try and take these things out quickly just because they have the potential to get pretty big if they take any damage. Another thing you need to be mindful of is if you heal it back up to full hit points, then it loses that enrage ability, so it goes back down to 2 attack. But again, Power Word Shield in conjunction with this one allows it just to take that extra bit of damage, bumps its hit points up to 5. Novice Engineer, again, it's what the deck's based around, is drawing lots of cards so you can maintain board control. You always want to have more stuff on the board or about to go on the board than your opponent, just to maintain control over the battlefield. It's a nice creature, it's a 1-2, so you're not really bringing it out for the creature, you're just using it for the 2 mana draw card, but you do get a nice creature in the end as well. Shadow Word Death, can't really go without it. It's 3 mana, destroy any creature with an attack of 5 or more. So say somebody brings Deathwing out, Shadow Word Death, they are dead. Someone brings Gruul out, Shadow Word Death. Corehound, Shadow Word Death. You get the idea, you gotta have it. Ironfur Grizzly, it's a nice 3-3 taunt for 3 mana. Can't say any better than that. Shattered Sun Cleric, again another 3-3 for 3 mana, but it gives a friendly minion +1/+1 when it comes onto the battlefield. Again, this can be good in conjunction with the Northshire Cleric or the Where's He Gone Amani Berserker, just to bump their hit points up a little bit and make them a little bit more of a threat, keep the Northshire Cleric alive a bit longer, and give the Amani Berserker a little bit extra health and a little bit extra attack, so that's a really good creature. Chillwind Yeti, it's just a 4-5 for 4 mana. I'm trying to build this deck out of as many basic cards as possible so that people can... Basically, you can use this right from getting the game. As soon as you get in, play around with the priest a little bit, and you can pretty much just make this deck. Some of the cards are rewards, but again, like I said, stuff like the Amani Berserker, you can swap that out for a River Crocolisk. If you want to be a bit more aggressive, then you can put the Bloodfen Raptor in there instead. One suggestion I will make is if you want to have a little bit more mid-game and late-game punch, you may want to replace this Chillwind Yeti with a Ogre Magi. Just going to find that one for you. There he is, the Ogre Magi. Slightly worse stats. He's got 1 less defense, same mana cost, but he's got spell damage +1. What that means is things like your Holy Smite will then do 3 damage instead of 2, making it a little more dangerous. So if you want to go for a little bit more power, definitely put the Ogre Magi in instead of the Chillwind Yeti. Either one is just as good. Gnomish Inventor, same as before with the Novice Engineer. It's a 2/4 creature, so a decent amount of hit points, not a great attack. 4 mana, draw a card. Because the deck's based around drawing lots and lots of cards, you got to have these guys in. Sen'jin Shieldmaster, just because he is the Sen'jin Shieldmaster. He's a 3/5 taunt for 4 mana. Can't get better than that. The good thing is, though, if the enemy's using Sen'jin Shieldmasters, then obviously you can use the Shadow Word Pain, because they've only got 3 attack. That just instantly kills them, so that's brilliant. Holy Nova, staple of the Priest Diet. Deal 2 damage to all enemies, restore 2 health to all friendly characters. That includes minions, so if your guys are a little bit hurt across the board, whack this thing down. It's going to do a shed ton of damage to all of the enemy minions, and it's going to heal all of your minions and yourself. If you've got yourself a Northshire Cleric or 2, obviously you're going to draw a card for every single one healed. One thing I may have glossed over earlier with the Northshire Cleric is if you read the card, it's whenever a minion is healed, just any minion. So if the enemy's healing their minions, you draw cards then as well. So you will find this thing will get focused down fairly quickly. So what you should do is, because it's only 1 mana, only bring it out on the turn that you can definitely benefit from it. So if you're going to heal up one of your own minions or use Holy Nova, bring out the Northshire Cleric then, so that you're not wasting it. So then basically what it becomes is it becomes a 1 mana draw card, basically like the Power Word Shield, because generally you will find if you bring a Northshire Cleric out, an experienced player will just kill it immediately, will nuke it down as fast as possible. So yeah, don't bring it out until you can benefit from it that turn. So if you're about to use your hero power to heal something, or you're about to cast a Holy Nova and it's going to heal up some minions, then bring out the Northshire Cleric so you can benefit from it straight away. Onto the Darkscale Healer, same thing as the Holy Nova, except it doesn't do 2 damage to all the enemies, but it is a nice 4/5 creature. Same mana cost as Holy Nova. I haven't found another good replacement for this creature yet for 5 mana. Wouldn't bring in the Booty Bay Bodyguard. Yeah, basically none of the other 5 mana stuff is as good for what we want to do. And again, if you've got 7 mana, or 6 mana, sorry, and a few minions to heal, bring out the Northshire Cleric first, then the Darkscale Healer, and then just sit and lord it over the enemy on your mountain of cards. And last but by no means least, our 8 mana spell, Mind Control. Take control of an enemy minion. Can't say it fairer than that. People have been complaining about this card, that it's overpowered, because it is just 8 mana, steal whatever the enemy has. But to be honest, it's 8 mana, so even if you're on turn 10, this is pretty much the only impactful thing you can do in a turn. I mean, you can cast any of these 2 or 1 mana things, but to be honest, Mind Control is going to be all you can do that turn. But again, it's anything. So if somebody has a Deathwing, it's now your Deathwing. If somebody has Gruul, it's now your Gruul. If somebody has a Corehound, it's now your Corehound. Same as anything. I mean, you can use it on anything. Stormwind Champions are good. Don't get fixated on trying to use it on the biggest card that the enemy has. If they've got something out and it's in the way and it's annoying, like say they've got a Sen'jin Shieldmaster and you can't do anything about it, and you know you can do a crap ton of damage to them that turn if the Sen'jin Shieldmaster wasn't there, then Mind Control it, take it out the way. That is what you want to do. So that's pretty much the deck. Hope you found it enlightening. Like I said, most of these cards, as you can see, don't have the little white gem symbol in the center, which means they are very basic cards and you can get them right from the get-go. In fact, it's only the Amani Berserker that doesn't have that, so you'll be able to get them. So you'll be able to build this deck with River Crocolisks in the place of the Amani Berserkers right from the off, and hopefully win some games. So that is the apparently awesome Priest deck that I've been using. I'm going to play 1 or 2 games depending on how long they go, and then that's going to be it for this video. So bear with me and we'll get into a game. So welcome back everybody. Just going to change this to ranked and find ourselves a match with the Priest deck. So depending how many people are on at the moment, we'll see how long this takes to go through. So I'm wanting to bring some arena footage, but I'm not too good at making decks quickly on the fly at the moment. It's been a while since I played Magic the Gathering draft tournaments, so I need to get a bit more practice with that. And yeah, a bit more practice with that, and then we can start doing some arena. I'm going to get rid of that because it's 4 mana, it's a bit too much. And we draw Holy Nova, 5 mana. Okay, fair enough. Do we get anything? No, nothing we can do this turn. We'll just end the turn. Obviously, it's good to plan ahead in these matches, but whenever we cast a spell, gain +1 attack. So we're going to have to get rid of that thing pretty damn quickly because they're going to be casting a lot of spells. So we'll just use our Shadow Word Pain. That'll kill it off. Yeah, we can't leave that thing out because obviously the mage is going to be casting a lot of spells. Oh, and there we go, nice and lucky. We get our Iron Fur Grizzly out. With its 3 hit points, it'll be able to soak up both of those. Oh, okay. Alright, still not quite able to take it out, but he'll then be able to take it out and get 2 damage onto my face. Oh no, you're going to be using the coin.
Don't mess with Tusker.
Okay, so they're getting a lot of creatures out here. It's probably a good job we got that Holy Nova in the end. We've got North Shire Cleric, but like I said, don't want to use that until you can benefit from it in the same turn. I'm going to bring out the Novice Engineer in an effort to draw something good. We've got another Shadow Word Pain. Is there anything we really want to use it on? Let me think. Yeah, we're going to use it on that, just to get rid of it. We don't want to let them... I mean, it might seem like a bit of a waste just taking out 2-3, but the idea is you don't want to let the enemy build up too much. You don't want to let them overwhelm the board. Because if they do overwhelm the board, then basically they win. That's how it is. Oh, a Chill Wind Yeti. Now, that's in that awkward position of 4 attack, where we can't use Shadow Word Pain or Shadow Word Death on them. So we're going to have to try and do something else. Holy Nova's not going to kill it. Basically, nothing we've got is going to kill the Chill Wind Yeti now. So we'll just bring out this guy. See what we get. Shadow Word Death. Now, the thing with this deck is it tends to just be weathering the storm. If you can weather the storm for the first 10 to 15 turns and not die, you can generally win. But it's a case of weathering that storm. Now we need to get rid of that as well, because that thing's going to get big pretty damn quickly. But we've used all of our removal. We've used our 2 Shadow Word Pains, so... And there's nothing else we can really do, because Holy Nova's not going to be enough to kill it. It's not going to be enough to kill anything, so it's just going to be a waste at the moment. Right, we'll bring out the Grizzly, and we'll bring out the Shattered Sun Cleric, and give it +1/+1, making it a 4/4, and there we go. So at least now, they're not going to be able to attack through us. He'll have to use the Chill Wind Yeti to kill that, basically. Or he's just going to cast a Fireball. That will work as well. The good thing, I suppose, is once that gets up to 5 attack, we can use our Shadow Word Death, and that will kill it immediately. And they are getting some serious board control right now, so we're going to have to do something about this. I think what I'll have to do is I'll have to suicide the Shattered Sun Cleric. Or maybe not suicide, because we've got the Power Word Shield now. What have we got? 7 mana, right. We'll use the Power Word Shield on the Shattered Sun Cleric and draw a card. We've got another Power Word Shield. To be honest, I'm just going to go ahead and use it. Bump it up to 7 hit points, and we get that. And I'm going to bring that out to draw another card, which is another Mind Control. So once we get up to 8 mana, we're probably going to be sorted. Right, let's kill this, because it's annoying. And that is it. We'll end the turn. If they don't kill her this turn, we'll bring out the North Shire Cleric and heal her up. But to be honest, we're getting a little bit low on hit points and we're only on turn 7. No, he's just going to use his Chill Wind Yeti. Oh no, that's a big one. So that's going to be 5 damage straight to my face, which is a little bit unfortunate. Oh no, is he going to... Go on, take out the Gnomish Inventor, please. Please. Thank you. Because like I said, it's all about weathering. Although we don't really have any creatures, this isn't really going well. We're getting a bit screwed on the old drawing. We don't want to take either of those, so we're going to use the Holy Smite, take out the Novice Engineer. We're going to heal ourselves 2, and that is pretty much all we can do. So we're just going to have to try and weather a little bit longer. In the war of attrition between a boar and lesser heal will win, obviously.
They'll never know what.
Ah, there we go.
Don't mess with
God, how many creatures does this person have, and why don't I have any? Right, we can't use 2 Holy Novas in one turn, but we are going to have to use 1, I think. Because we don't have any creatures, and that's going to be a lot of damage next turn. But you see, it's not going to kill everything. Well, let's use it anyway. It's going to get rid of some stuff. We'll heal ourselves up. There's nothing else we can do, really, so we're just going to have to take the 6 damage next turn. So we're getting a little bit screwed on the old draw here. But that happens sometimes, and you just have to try and either battle through it, or realise that you're not going to win. And I think this is going to be one of those opportunities, one of those times where we're just not going to win, because that's a lot of damage coming my way. Yeah, down to 5 hit points. But on the plus side, I can do this and just board clear. And then we'll bring out our Amani Berserker. Don't want to bring out the Northshire Cleric again because we can't use it. We've used both our Power Word shields. You see, we kind of have card advantage at the moment, but 2 of these are mind control. So if we bring something big out, we can take it. Like that Chillwind Yeti right now. It might seem like a bit of a waste. Okay, I don't know why he did that, but I'll take it. I think that may have been a mistake on their part. Right, we'll use Mind Control. We'll take the Chillwind Yeti. Now we can't use the Shattered Sun Cleric, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we can... Because like I said, yeah, Mind Control, it seems OP, but really what I would have liked to have done is got the Shattered Sun Cleric out, buff that guy up to make him more likely to survive. But no, that's not to be. So let's do 5 damage directly to the face and heal me up. And that's it for our turn. And we have another Mind Control in case they bring out something epic here. But to be honest, they're probably just going to do 3 damage to my face with the use. Oh no, they're going to kill the Amani Berserker. That's fair enough. That's what I would have done. Arcane Intellect to draw 2 cards. So they've got quite a good draw deck. Now, should I take the Raid Leader? Oh my god. Right, I could do with another Holy Nova, to be honest. Right, now I'd quite like to take control of the Raid Leader, but that's not going to happen. What I need is creatures. I think I may have just enough mana. So if we bring out that Yeti, bring out the Shattered Sun Cleric, give that Yeti +1/+1, bring out the Northshire Cleric, because then we're going to heal this Yeti, and that'll let us draw a card, and we get a Holy Smite, which is nice. And we'll use this Yeti to take out the Raid Leader.
Job done.
And we have definite card advantage. That's what the deck tries to do, is it just outlasts the opponent. And yes, obviously takes out the Northshire Cleric, because that is the correct thing to do. But yeah, this deck's all about just outlasting your enemy. Do we have another Northshire Cleric? No, we don't. So we'll bring out the Darkscale Healer. We'll deal 2 damage to the Raid Leader. And then we'll punch her in the face for lots of damage, heal ourselves, and end our turn. So unless they've got a Deathwing in there, then... Well, even if they've got a Deathwing in there, I'll just Mind Control it, and then it's my Deathwing. So really... they have no real options. I mean, that's handy, because they're going to get it down to 1 hit point, and it can't attack next turn, so I've got to make the decision of whether I want to heal myself or heal that. We'll bring out the Novice Engineer. we'll bring out this Northshire
Is
Cleric,
someone injured?
heal up the Dark Scale Healer, and that'll let me draw a card. And bring out another Dark Scale Healer, which will draw me another card. And there, that is the idea of this deck in a nutshell. And see, we're all the way back up to 17 health now, thanks to all the healing. And I really... Oh, that is a good card. Flame Strike, 7 mana. Not quite enough, though, because I still have 12 damage on the field. She can kill one of them, which is still 8 damage on the field, and she only has 7 hit points. So we're going to say well played. We're not going to taunt her and draw this out any longer than it needs to be, and we'll just end that one there. So really good game there. It got a little bit hairy in the middle, but this deck did exactly what it's supposed to do, which is just outlast the enemy, make sure that you have maintain board advantage and maintain card advantage, because having more cards than your opponent, as you saw there, generally leads to victory. So that's going to be it for this episode of Hearthstone. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you got some tips if you're in the beta for a good priest deck to play. I think I'm working on a hunter deck at the moment, but just trying to unlock some of the basic cards before I bring the guide for the deck for the hunter out. So thanks very much for watching, everybody. I've been Maxwell, this has been Hearthstone, and I will catch you next time.